crashed. Dang, that thing started to click.
Oh, man. The Crypto Boys are back, and we have some news to talk about. Other than us being a little bit more tan than we were a week ago, Bitcoin has not moved. It has not gone anywhere. We are going to talk about that. We have some potential big Voyager news coming out soon. We're going to talk about that because we're not going to talk about it today much because we have some much more important stuff that we have to actually make a legit video on because you guys want to know this information. If you're in Voyager, it's big stuff, guys. But yeah, so we are back, and we have to apologize for a couple reasons. One, because we did not get out any lives, and I'll tell you exactly why. The service down there in St. John is atrocious. It doesn't work. For us personally, we had one person in our group that could use his cell phone. Because he had AT&T.
He had AT&T. And if you had Verizon, for our phones, whatever, if you've been there and your Verizon phone worked great, but ours, 0 bars, 0 nothing, couldn't even pull up a song that we wanted to. So we tried to run lives, and it was impossible.
Couldn't work.
So that's why we didn't do lives, because we couldn't do them.
Yeah, literally impossible. So we apologize about that, but we are back. We literally got in, hours ago, last night, late last night. So we figured, hey, we pop on today for you guys and just see what's going on, see what's kicking around. If you guys have questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, ask away as we roll. Looks like there's already some people. And yes, absolutely, Happy New Year to everybody watching.
Absolutely.
It is a new year. It is January 1. So why don't you, crypto or not, drop us and let us know, what are your guys' New Year's resolutions, if you got any.
What are your goals? We do have some goals for our channel and even some things going forward that we're going to share with you guys at the end, Q&A discussion. And also, since we literally couldn't pull up even a web browser on our phones, if we missed something big in crypto, which it doesn't look like we did, why don't you guys throw that in the comments below, or something we should go look at as well, or anything new and improved that we should see, that because we couldn't pull up anything for the last 5 days on our phones. So we're doing a lot of catching up right now.
That's right. Yeah, we definitely are. Curtis, what's going on, man? Thanks for joining us. Bronco is calling us hoodlums, which we are, because I literally have a hood on here, so appreciate it. Pretty sick little.
Oh, you're wearing your Cocoa shirt.
Cocoa shirt.
I like it.
It's awesome. Tanner, what's going on, my man? How have you been? Waldor. The whole market keeps going down, but Solo still holding strong and going up.
I looked at that last night right when we landed, and I was trying to go through all my projects. I'm like, Solo is still running.
Yeah, I don't know why.
The only project we bought that is up, but it is still running. Let's go.
That's right. Hey, we're all about it, man. Yeah. So stick around for a couple minutes. Again, we'll go over those our details for the plan for the year of what our goals are, and should we just kind of talk about the really, really, really fascinating coin market cap? Look at that. Wow.
Groundhog's Day again.
Exactly.
It is when we did our last live last Saturday. So over a week ago, 8 days ago, it was in the exact same spot between 16.9 and 16.5.
Exactly. Look at that. Literally from 7 days ago. Oh, it's going up right now for no reason. But, 7 days ago was almost exactly identical. And it looks like it's kind of swung quite a bit. But, guys, it's 16.8, and this is 16.5, 16.6. It's not doing anything. It's going up a little bit today right now. But that means nothing.
$300.
Wow. 300 bones over the course of a week. Literally nothing at all. Nothing going on there.
Honestly, if you're going to miss a week, because everybody's got stuff going on, people are out of town, people aren't really work. It's just, that's the week to miss.
Yep.
It just is.
That's right.
And hopefully you guys all enjoyed, more time with your family. If you don't have a family, you just like to get drunk. Hopefully you did that. whatever you did, hopefully
we did both.
We
did both things. Man, we had so many bushwhackers and margaritas and painkillers. If you guys have ever been there, you know what we're talking about.
Yes.
Okay, we don't have many articles to really talk about today. There's a couple things we want to discuss, but really our main hitter, which we'll probably make a video on possibly about our goals for the channel, maybe to spice it up, make it look a little bit better. But let's pop over, shall we? Okay, so number one on the list, UK enforces crypto tax break for foreigners using local brokers. Now, here's the thing with this, guys. UK wants to be one of the crypto hubs of the world.
Correct.
They are allowing people to use their kind of exchanges and banks for that specifically without having big penalties. So really, really interesting article here, if you do want to kind of spend some time in reading through this one, you know how we do. The Crypto Boys don't read you the articles. We just go over the important hitters about those specifically. Waldor saying his silo bags are packed and ready for 2024. Do you guys like Gala? We've talked about Gala on the channel a bunch of times, but never have been we made a video on Gala. You know what I'm saying? It's always been like people love Gala. We should maybe make a Gala video.
Probably should.
People really love it. It's, more gaming side of things, and we aren't the biggest of gamers, but the people that are in it absolutely love it. I think there's a great community behind it. How is our battery already draining right now?
Where?
On there.
Oh, I have no idea.
I don't either.
But
that's okay.
We might have to do a little car,
a little beep boop.
Yeah, a little NASCAR switch out pretty soon. So
that's right.
That's okay.
Curtis is saying we're gonna have another drop when inflation goes down in the crypto market. I believe that that's true. Like, historically speaking, every time that the Fed flips, like, they're like, okay, we're done, being these aggressive rate hikes. That happens. That's happened so far. So you're probably right.
Yeah, I agree.
You got anything to sprinkle in there?
Not on that one. No, not really. I think it's going to be big news. I think there's going to be more to come from that. I think it's more of one of those articles that's written like, hey, listen, let's get your attention to it so we can reference it in a year or in 6 months.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's probably the biggest one. And it seems like all of those are right now. Italian Parliament approves 26. Man, I said 27 last time. 26% crypto capital gains tax, which is normal. Right? I mean,
yeah, I think this is almost no news.
Yeah.
Duh.
Exactly. Like, at some point, that's the norm for everywhere in the world, other than maybe places that don't have taxes,
or ones that take all of your money.
Or ones that take all of it. Exactly. So, this one specifically, they kind of snuck it in at the very, very end of the year, talking about a couple different things with the capital gains tax for 2023 to come, basically just saying, hey, guys, there's going to be taxes, so it is what it is. We're moving towards regulation, or at least they are. They're in wherever that is, Italy.
Yeah, and you can see too. I mean, you can see exactly what's happening right now during this bear market. People are making moves. If you're not watching that, I mean, countries are making moves, organizations are making moves. Moves are going to come at a steady rate. And then eventually all these moves are going to add up to an insane bull run. And whatever model you believe in, and we've got 3 of those coming up. So we'll stay to the end of this video. We'll talk about really the 3 scenarios that can happen. 2 of them are very similar. One of them is, I think, a little outrageous, but a lot of people are saying that it could be. But I think that this is kind of what these countries and everybody is preparing for now. They're now trying to get more on the front end of this and not get caught in this little crypto craziness like everybody did last time.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, this is a good question, actually. Curtis says, is that total capital gains tax or short term? In this article, it actually doesn't specify. However, it does say that you can utilize this for losses. It wasn't super clear. I mean, there's other pieces that have to be added in. So you guys can go ahead and read through that. But if you do have losses or anything like that, it will offset it. So I don't know if it changes long term like it does here in the U.S., or if that's complete all the same one blanket statement. That's a good question. I don't actually know. And we'll be honest with you. When we don't know stuff, we'll just be like, you know what? It's not in the article. They didn't discuss it. It's not out there yet. So, they're still working on all the small nitty-gritty things. LCX, Waldor talking about this British exchange, talking it might be a good investment for the next bull run. Here's my take on
We've looked into LCX.
We have, yeah, and I don't know. Maybe it'll be good. Maybe it won't be. People are talking about there's going to be a crash in Q1. I don't know about that. I can't speak to that specifically if there will be a crash in Q1. Whenever the Fed decides to flip, I think that things will go down for a little bit. That's my personal opinion, and we're watching the normal markets. We are. So
what's your thoughts on LCX then? What do you think about the exchanges? And
I don't think the exchange tokens are what they're hyped to be for, like.
Here's my thoughts on it. I've actually got 2 thoughts on it. Number 1 is that a lot of exchanges have just eaten a nice big shit sandwich. A lot of them have. So you're going to have new ones come in and take that market share and that market cap, even if they, doesn't matter if the old ones are taking, like Binance and all these people are taking what it was on Voyager and some Qcoin or whatever it may be. You're going to have meshing and you're going to have ones grow. And now, but you have to look at FTX, what they printed FTT token. Now people are also probably a little bit more hesitant to get into these kind of made up tokens or whatever you guys want to call them. However, there will be an exchange that comes up and absolutely kills it that does make a legitimate, coin or a legitimate token, and you're going to make a ton of money. I mean, Liquid himself got Voyager at under a penny. It went up to $7.50 or something crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, in my opinion, there will be another one out there. Is it LCX? Zero. I'm not the guy. Zero idea. Would I put some money into to find out? I will. I'll do it. Absolutely. Where do you buy it at? That is my next question. I think you can get it on Qcoin.
I would guess Qcoin. Yeah, for sure.
But I could be wrong.
TFO, thanks for joining us, brother. Happy New Year to you as well. And yes, Curtis, there's typically short-term and long-term differences. Once you hold it over 365 days, different tax.
Is that it for up here?
Mm-hmm. We got regulators in the Bahamas.
Right here?
Nope.
Right here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. So if you guys can't tell, Joe is still dead from this weekend.
Yeah.
So we put on a show this weekend. There was 8 of us, and we went hard. I'm just going to say that. So regulators in the Bahamas are holding $3.5 billion in FTX customers' assets.
Yeah, and the big piece of the puzzle here was they're claiming and trying to say that the reason that they're doing this is because when that money got stolen out of FTX, right when, of course, Sam Bankman-Fried did it, when he stole all that money right at the very end of like, oh, we're insolvent. Oh, someone's going to take it over. Now all this money's vanished. Yeah, that's BS. So basically what they tried to do was hold on to the assets that they had to try to protect the FTX customers. And that was their big point there. Whether it's true or not, because the Bahamas are awfully corrupt, if you ask me.
Very corrupt.
I don't know if this is truth behind what they're saying, but damn, if it is, that's very nice of them. I find it very hard to believe that a big government like theirs is doing that out of the kindness of their heart, though.
Well, Constant Crypto makes a very legitimate comment here. Solo is one licensing away from making many millionaires and a Binance listing.
Yeah. That's what it'll take for sure.
True. Yeah. If you, in my opinion, we're still at the ground level on Solo because it was so difficult to buy. It's still not the easiest thing in the world to buy because you can't just go on a centralized exchange and get it right now. But
yeah, if
you've got some, and if you went through our steps that we made 8 months ago on how to buy some, it's going to pay off.
But really the thing is that they're trying to do something that needs to be done. They're trying to tokenize these real world assets so that they can be traded or whatever in a much easier, faster, quicker, more efficient way in the real world. Like that needs to be done. And again, we've said it before, we hope it's Sologenic because we hold quite a bit of Sologenic. But if it's not, there has to be a project, a crypto project on a blockchain that makes it more efficient, and it will happen down the road. I don't know. I just don't know who it'll be.
Yeah, no clue. All right, so we are moving to a little bit of fear and greed, people.
Mr. X just bought some Doge and Sheeb. Terrible purchase. But you might be rich after this, so whatever. We don't buy Doge or Sheeb on this channel.
We don't, but there's a lot of millionaires out there with Doji and Chibi, but we are not one of those millionaires. Waldor says Solo is going to get some new listings announcements. Bob Ross tweeted about it last week. I did see that tweet from Bob, and I do believe I believe Solo is going to be one of those that has potential to really take some extreme market cap in this next bull run.
Absolutely.
And we would like to see that because we got in on it pretty early.
Fear and greed.
All right, fear and greed.
26.
Kind of still chilling, man. It has not done much since about this mid-high 20s. That's about it.
And it's when was it like 9 or whatever? Like what was the price? Like 28? Like it was still going down.
Yeah, it was still going down.
Crashing
it was still
20.
Close to 30.
Yeah,
for sure.
Which is hilarious to me that like it's not as fearful, but it's less. I mean, we've had so many comments, like old videos that we've made about like, Bitcoin's the future. You should buy Bitcoin. We agree that crypto is the future, blah, blah, blah. And people are like, you're still buying that? You guys are idiots. I'm like, Dude, first off, that video is from 3 months ago. Second off, yes, now is the time to buy stuff.
I literally can't even talk about it because it only pisses me off when people are, I mean, I have people that I even know who are my friends are laughing because you're still buying crypto. You're still buying stock. You're still buying what? The time to buy it is when it's at its lowest price.
Yes.
And then you hang on to it and then you become freaking rich. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
I mean, holy shit, people.
But the people that tell you that are the small percentage of the world that understand how to make a lot of money.
For sure.
You know, the people that don't are the ones that are like, you're an idiot. You're so stupid. You just go work your 9 to 5, you dummy.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
All right. So we have Q&A now, guys. We are going to, I've got to put all my clothes away. I bet you do too.
Yeah.
So we've got a lot to get to, but we do want to go over kind of some goals and shoot your Q&A down below. We do want to hear what you guys are have going for 2023 as well, but pretty much what our goals are for the channel coming up. What do we got?
Well, we have a couple still in the works of exactly how to word all of them. But number one, of course, we've been talking about it for a while. 10K subs.
10K subs.
10K subs, simply not because we just like 10,000 as a nice round number, but we think that it's a nice pivot point to any YouTube channel. If you can obtain 10,000 subscribers on your channel, it shows a couple things. One, it shows you're dedicated to not only your fans and your subscriber and everyone that's watching your videos, but also to YouTube. YouTube likes channels that create more content and show that people actually like this stuff. So that's definitely number one on our list, or on the list for sure. Not because, again, the number itself, but what it kind of means to us and what it means to our subscribers.
Well, I think even more importantly is that 10K subs, what it does is it opens up more doors for even, running a successful Patreon, running a successful Discord. It gives us more options to do things rather than just do a live, just do a video and spend an extra 40 hours a week on top of your 40, 50, 60 hours a week you already work in making videos. So the 10K subs will be great. Hopefully we get that in the next year or so. And one thing, selfishly put, I really want to see us get a video that has more than 10,000 views on it. We've been so close, but I want just one viral video.
Yeah.
Like, see it just pop off.
Haven't had one.
Haven't had one.
No.
Have not had a single pop off video.
We had a 7.5, I think.
Yeah, 7.5, almost 8. But yeah, just stupid stuff the crypto boys look at that you guys shouldn't be concerned about, but that's what we're talking about right now. So yeah, a viral video is up there with a good hearted video. We're never going to do it just for pure clicks. We could do that. We don't do that. Do we have some clickbait thumbnails? Of course.
Everyone does.
Everybody does. You have to. But we never have just made a video that's totally clickbait and it gives you just a turd burger for information. We never do that. So a viral video would be cool, and then 10K subs.
Yep. So those are definitely two top ones on the list. What else? What other goals do the Crypto Boys have for this channel?
You know, a lot of people, and I see this all the time, especially in your job and mine too, is a lot of people have fitness goals. We've just never got out of the fitness realm. So like, it's never been a goal of anything. Cause like, no, I'm going to work out today and it's probably gonna be twice a day. Even if it's at 2 a.m. or if it's at 7 o'clock at night, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter. It's going to happen. So I don't know. I see that a lot though. So I'm assuming there's some subscribers out there, cause that's fine. It's just, I don't love the people who say the New Year's resolution on that's why they're going to start. Like, it doesn't give you the motivation you think it's going to.
Yeah, we've said this so many different times, whether it's a diet challenge or a whatever challenge, like, you shouldn't really make something with like one small end piece in mind. Like even the 10K thing, like that's a small stepping stone in this journey. That's what we're planning on doing. We're going to get there. It's going to take some time, whatever it is, blah, blah, blah. But the same thing like with the diet and I will not eat any refined sugars in 2023. Like, you're going to fail that. Like, that's not going to work.
You're going to eat some tomorrow on your first day. Like, that's just the way it is. Yeah. So yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, exactly. So those are a couple goals.
Malcolm says Silo. I think Silo is absolute. If it makes it. Now listen, I've got a couple concerns I'm not going to go through right now because I made some good money on it. Also have it is actually currently my third biggest bag. So I also don't want to shit on it. But if Silo makes it, I'm telling you right now, that's going to be my #1 crypto probably I ever invest into, because it's either going to zero and they're going to figure it out and turn around this whole, not getting back to people. The app's been kind of slow lately and it hasn't been working all that well. But obviously it's bear market. People run and hide and they hibernate during the bear market in crypto. That's just kind of what happens. They turn it around. Somebody kicks it up. I mean, Silo could. I mean, it's like a $5 million market cap.
Right. Yeah, it's small, baby.
It's small.
That bad boy can run.
Do not put anything in there that you are not willing to lose.
Yep.
The end.
Exactly.
Okay.
There's actually a lot of good comments on there.
Is there?
Yeah, there's a couple that could. DC, a fitness one. What are your thoughts on cold plunge and sauna? Joe Rogan talks about it all the time. He swears by it. Absolutely swears by it. I'll be honest with you. I hate the cold. Like, I hate like a cold ice bath. I don't do it. I can't do it. I'm not mentally strong enough or something. I don't know what it is, and I'm pretty mentally strong, but I just hate it.
Yeah, I'm not. I do have a sauna. I don't cold plunge. I'll take a cold shower every once in a while just because, especially after I got done working out or something. But the benefits, just from me personally and everybody that I've heard talk about it, I think it's more made up in your mind. I don't think the benefits are actually like tangible and you're able to write them down and say and quantify them. So if you had things to focus on and you wanted something very specific and you have all this extra time and your workout is perfect and your nutrition's perfect, and then you're like, I need something more, let's look into cold plunge. Let's look into sauna sits. Let's look into some of these this stretching routine at night. That's cool. But if you don't have the first three things done, then
cold plunge isn't going to help you lose 20 pounds.
Yeah, you're focusing on the 1% when you should be focusing on the 99. And I'm focusing on the 99.
That's a good point. You know who really would benefit from that is like top tier level athletes, like the highest in the UFC or the highest at the CrossFit Games, like Matt Frazier, for example. He had his routine every single morning with his cold plunge and his sauna and shit like that. So like, they're the 1%ers of the world, though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah. I just don't think it needs to go to that level unless you have the other things perfected.
Yep. That's a good thought. Walder is talking about going to accumulate into the middle of 2023, then stop so you don't get hit with the short-term capital gains tax. Here's my question. If you DCA for an entire year straight, then you go to sell some of that project, do you get hit with a short-term capital gains tax if you can say, no, the amount that I sold was what I bought in January 1st of 2022 and I'm selling it, you know what I'm saying? Even though you have some that you just bought last week, that's a sketchy situation because you can't, how can you claim that? How can you say that this was, or how can I guess the government say, no, we're long-term, short-term capital gains taxing you on this, even though you have pieces that qualify for long-term capital gains tax.
Well, I'm sure that they just get switched out. They're probably on different tax documents, wouldn't they be?
How would they be?
Because you bought one and
you started buying January 1st of 2022, and you bought every single week till the last day of the year. Then sometime in the middle of 2023, you started selling it.
Yeah, it's gonna be short term.
Why? Half of it's long term. The other half is short term, technically, because you've had it for less than a year, but some of it you had for more than a year. If you take all your Bitcoin and throw it into one pile, one lump sum in your cold storage wallet.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why your accountant hates you. I'll tell you that right now. But yeah, so half it's going to be short term, half it's going to be long term. That's my answer.
Yeah,
I know it?
We're not accountants. I fuzzles my brain sometimes. And
couple good questions. Carl Deheim from the UK. I just swapped all my solo for core. I'm anticipating a bit of run up before the airdrop. I don't disagree with you at all, Carl. And then Waldorf says, what do you guys think about the new trend in AI projects in the next bull run? Here's my thoughts on the next bull run and the next trend. Do I think it's going to be AI projects? Do I think it's going to be this or that? We're sticking to the basics. I have my projects that I believe in that I think could. I think some exchanges are going to work out. I think you need to be in some layer ones. If you're not in layer ones, you are going to get burned by not having as many gains as you could. Do I think you can go into some AI projects and guess, but do I think it's going to be this short-term crazy bubble just like the metaverse one is? That's my opinion.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah, possibly.
So that's my thoughts.
That's our thought. We kind of agree on stuff like that, and that's why we're not buying really that stuff right now.
Yeah.
But L1s you can't lose, man. Unless your L1 doesn't work anymore.
Carnivore diet best? I don't think so. You need carbs.
No.
It's too much meat. I pretty much only eat meat. I mean, I eat a lot of meat and vegetables. I eat other stuff. I drink beer. I do all that stuff. Don't get me wrong. But in my opinion, it's too much meat. It's too restrictive. Your diet needs to enhance your lifestyle, not restrict and intimidate everything else you do. You can't ever go out to eat with your kids. What are you gonna do? You're gonna make your 2-year-old only eat steak? I mean, no, it's not worth it.
Yeah, it's too tough to do.
Let's see here. Free says, what's the biggest news in crypto now, or is it sitting about the same? That is a great question.
I'm gonna guess you're just hopping in after not watching for a little bit. One, because we haven't done any lives in a week, because we've been in St. John. But everything that we have been looking at, everything we've been paying attention to, it's the same. Nothing has changed.
Yeah.
Not a single thing. No news, no massive news with Voyager, with FTX, with anything else crazy in the world other than this video that Colin is going to make at some point, probably next week or something. But other than that, Bitcoin's the same. ETH is the same. They're within a couple $100 of each other. This is the time to accumulate, in my opinion, because it's so freaking boring. People are like, screw this.
Brandon says where to buy Silo. I buy it all on KuCoin.
KuCoin. There you go.
And then I transfer it to my Coinbase wallet.
Boom.
Constant Crypto says ICP $4 to 600 again. I don't know.
Oof.
I don't know. I'm just going to leave it there. I don't know.
Yeah.
We do have a battery's going to die on us here soon, which is okay because I think we can wrap this up.
Yeah.
We do have our 3 scenarios that's going to happen for for 2023 in crypto. Pretty much what are they?
Do you want to just talk about those tomorrow on live?
Oh, we can do that. All right, we'll talk about those tomorrow in our live because I think that's going to be a focal of what's going on of these 3 scenarios that we've kind of been seeing going around YouTube, seeing a lot of YouTubers talk about it, and there's no reason we shouldn't be discussing it with our subscribers as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and we like to do this with every single thing that we do and everything that we see on there, and hopefully you guys agree, is that we like to watch and pay attention, but we like to put our own spin on it. We like to have our own thoughts because this guy's got thoughts, I got thoughts, so hopefully you enjoy our piece of the puzzle, our spin on everything that we do, because this is our journey, and you just happen to be along, hanging out with us for it.
All right, give us one last thought of 2022 going, and then 2023 now here. Give us one last thing. Crypto, life, I don't care what you got.
I would say a couple things. I'm just going to spin it down into one, though, is I have learned so much in 2022 when it comes to crypto stuff, and I'm actually really excited and happy for 2023, whether it's a complete, dirty, terrible bear market or whether it's actually going to start going up next year, if regulation's going to come in, whatever the piece may be. I'm very excited to be on the, really early journey of crypto, no matter what it is.
Fair enough.
That's my thought. How about you?
I mean, that's a good one. That's definitely one I would go with. For me, I think it's a little bit more about kind of you and I and about the way we've approached 2022 is that we've decided that we're not going to take no for an answer, that you're going to keep grinding, that you're going to keep going. I mean, we spend a lot of time in about a $25,000 setup now, after all said and done, on a thing we had no idea if it was going to work or not. Now we're sitting at 5,000 people who like to sit and watch us talk about it.
That's right.
About something we love. So it's going to be not more of the same, but I think at one point in time, the dominoes are going to begin to fall our way, because it is almost impossible to beat some people or to beat someone who never fucking stops. Right. Who never stops. If the dude just keeps getting up, eventually you're like, all right, you win, I'm going to go home. I feel like that's where we're heading into 2023.
That's right.
And we're going to keep buying crypto because it never stops. Look at the chart. It only goes up.
That's right. If you look long term, you are correct.
Look long term.
Last thing that we have to bring up is Waldor saying, I was thinking about moving to Iowa. What's the dating scene like there? Only 10s here in Iowa.
Well, it ain't bad, and you got a good quality of living. It's safe, and we can show you around Iowa, brother. If you come to Iowa, we will take care of you.
That's right, for sure. All right, well, battery's about to die.
Yep.
We have got to close it up. We appreciate you guys all hopping on with us today. Hop on with us tomorrow. We got stuff rolling, and thanks as always for rocking with the fittest crypto channel on YouTube. We're out.
Go work out. Go do something. 150 burpees.